Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yes. Waiting on everybody to check in. Okay, now I say I'm streaming. Okay, let me get my notification here. I'm just doing my little checks and stuff like that to make sure. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Wait till everybody start coming in here. All right, tonight I decided that I was gonna go live and I'm just gonna do a Q&A questions, talk to all of my fans, talk to all my people, uh, talk about whatever, talk about anything in the music, talk about anything about DJing, talk about whatever that people want to listen to and whatever want to hear. Uh, I just want to say thank you, first of all, to all my fans and to all my people. And right now I'm streaming on both. I'm on YouTube and I'm on streaming on TikTok at the same time. So we just got to make sure we get some more people to come in here. But it's just basically a Q&A, talk about whatever, anything. Royal joined. Frank joined. What's up, everybody? And I'm talking to everybody on TikTok right now until everybody roll in here. I figured I'd just do something different tonight. Nothing in particular. I was going to do some mixing tonight, but I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do any mixing tonight. I'm just going to go live and just talk to the people because I haven't did that in a while. So let me see if I can go and get this here so I can go to my YouTube real quick. I like to be able to monitor on two different computers because I got a computer right here in front of me, and then I got a computer right here in front of me, the one that I stream on. Just got the #1 gift. What's up? Congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me see what else here I got up in here. All right, let me see here. Go over here. Where am I at? Home. Channel. All right, here we go right here. Okay. I turn this volume down here. Show that I got two streams going at the same time. Now I don't even know how I did that. Let me see. Yep, apparently I got two streams going on. I just gotta figure this out. Herbert Washington on TikTok joined. Jay Romo joined. Dre Payday joined on TikTok. Seemed like I got more people on TikTok. But if anybody got any questions or anything, hey, hit it off. Let me know. We'll make it happen. Let me see here. Let me see if I can turn off one of these streams right here because I got too many streams going on. DJ Nigel, Jay, I appreciate your clean mixes. They get me through the day. Big fella. Hey man, look, I always want to do something different than everybody else. I decided that everything I do is going to be clean because if I make the mixes clean, that means I can get more play, more people listen to them around the kids, around the mama, and stuff like that. Let me see what you have for dinner. What I had for dinner, you know what? I just went to the Chinese joint. I think it's called Ichiban restaurant, and had some chicken and the shrimp fried rice. That's what I had. It was good. It was delicious and everything. So that's what I had for my dinner for the night. Let me go here to my YouTube here. Okay. Here we go. Now people streaming. All right, here. Let me see who else got Trey the Joker checking in. And as I said, big fella checking in. And yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot more clean mixes. Well, because what I do in my collection of music, I decided that I was gonna I basically just, I don't even collect dirty music no more because I was like, what's the purpose of me collecting it? I DJ on so many radio stations, and I had a bad mistake one time where I was on the radio. I had pre-recorded some mixes, and this was for Streets 94.5 in Atlanta. And this is when we started, like in 2010. The station came on the air like October 2010. And I say probably like about a couple of weeks in, I'm not in the city of Atlanta. I go to, I think I was in Albany, Georgia somewhere. And, you know, I'm riding around the city. I think I just came from a party or something, and I'm listening to the radio, listening to the mixes, and I'm just riding and stuff. I was like going to get something to eat, and then all of a sudden, then I heard like a T.I. record, and I was like, wait a minute. Did he say mother? Wait a minute. No, he didn't say that. So I turned the radio up, and T.I. just going in. I can't remember what record. He was just cussing. And man, I played the wrong version, and man, let me tell you something. My heart dropped. I knew immediately Boss Man was going to fire me. I knew immediately that he was going to fire me. I was like, oh my God, I'm stressing. I'm trying to log into the computer because I could go to my PC. I could control the computer and everything. And by the time I logged in the system, the song had mixed out and went to some other song. And I was on pins and needles all weekend, man. All I kept thinking about, Boss Man gonna fire me because I played this dirty version of the song from T.I. And from that day forward, well, let me just fast forward to Monday morning. So I get to the radio station Monday morning. I had already had in my mind, I said, well, I'll go in my office and clean out all my stuff because I know Boss Man's gonna, he's gonna chew me. I mean, he's gonna kill me, man. He's gonna kill me. I'm shocked he didn't even call me. I waited the whole weekend for him to call me. He never called me. So I get to the radio station and I walk into his office like, I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and just tell him, like, I apologize. Sorry, but something to say, don't say nothing. So I go in. He was like, what's up? What's up, Jay? How was your weekend? I was like, it was okay. So, I'm still trying to figure out, like, when he's going to fire me. He was like, what's wrong with you? You all right? I was like, yeah, I'm all right. He was like, good. Well, look, I got some stuff for you to do and everything. I got a couple of commercials I need you to do and everything. So I'm saying to myself, like, okay, he didn't even say nothing about the mixes, and he never said anything that day. And I never said anything. And then after that, I just decided that I was going to go ahead and go. And I was just going to be to the point where I was going to delete everything I had in my collection that was dirty. And I basically went through and I just went into the search bar, put in dirty. Anything that said dirty, I kind of like chose which ones I was going to delete because I didn't want to delete the only copy I had, but I pretty much got rid of it. So if in my collection now, like when I'm DJing, like you may see some dirty stuff in it. It's a few things I got, but I haven't totally cleaned it out. But that's why I basically just keep a lot of clean stuff because I don't like a lot of dirty because, man, you're going to have problems. One day you're going to mess around and play the wrong version. And then another time I was working for a radio station, 96.3 WJZ in Albany. It was a brand new record that came out. The record company sent it. It said clean version. And I'm live on the air. I was like, hey, everybody, I got this brand new record from DMX. You hearing it like I hearing it the first time? And I'm going to play it. And I'm playing it. Jamming. I said, oh, I like this new DM. I can't think of what the record because this was years ago. And then it just started cussing. I was like, what? What? So I switched the record, changed it out. And so I'm listening to it in Audition. It said the clean version, but it was a dirty version. So from that point forward, I just go inside that I'm going to always make sure that I play the clean stuff pretty much. So I don't do no dirty stuff anymore. What's the point? I mean, and then I was the only DJ, especially in Atlanta. I was working for Young Jock, and he had his club, South Beach, and all the other guys used to be like, Jammin Jay, why you don't play the dirty version? I was like, I'm just not playing the dirty version. Like, what's the point? I mean, if you play the clean version, people saying what they want to say anyway. Like when you take the music out, they saying the dirty parts anyway. So I never worry about it. See what else questions I got. Let me see here. Bernard B. What's up, Bernard B? Hopefully you got that Streamlab going and everything. And for those that's wondering, especially right here on TikTok, they probably wondering, okay, a lot of DJs ask me, how do you get your screens and stuff all set up? And this is what I do. Now, it's kind of hard telling you because I could tell you, but some of you probably like, I don't understand because I'm like that kid that just sits home and I just tweak and I find stuff. I just work on different stuff like that. So, that's what I always do and everything. So, I kind of, do stuff like that. And then, so I'm always working on different stuff. But I basically take an OBS. What you do in OBS? Say, for instance, I capture the screen of Serato. Now, it would let you, if I go in and hold down Option and I click on the sides, if you click on it, it'll let you move the screen in until you fine tune it to get it to a part. And I just wanted to get this top part here where all I wanted was the top part. And then you just crop it out pretty much. And then you make another copy of it. And then you do the same thing. I just move it from that window to the next window. And I just keep cropping out. So it's kind of difficult, but like I'm a computer geek. So that's the type of stuff I do. Let me see. So tonight I'm basically on for everybody to get it on. I'm just doing a question. I'm just doing a answering thing for all my subscribers, fans and stuff, and especially for my YouTube family. I got a lot of YouTube family. And pretty much I like to just go home and just answer some questions about people and stuff. So I got DJ Storm checking in. What's up, DJ Storm? How you doing? Let me see here. DJ Coaching. Forgive me for messing up your name. Byron, DJ City, or BPM Supreme Thoughts. Neither. I'm gonna give y'all some nuggets right here tonight. For those of you who got DJ City, BPM Supreme, for those of you who got whatever pool, and I always have a message for DJs. F your pool. And I don't mean in a bad way, but I'm just saying the reason why I say that because you paying all this money for this pool. I got something that's better. And I'm gonna tell you guys, it's a pool called the pool is called DJ Compilations. DJ Compilations is one of the best pools out of all pools. It's a compilation of everybody's pools in one pool. And you get everything in just basically one pool. And that's what you got to do is it's DJ. Then it's like the middle dash compilations. DJ compilations. You can go to Google's and put it up and everything. And that's only $19 a month. And you get videos, every genre of music, hip hop, reggae, rock and roll, urban AC, you name the format, country, you get it all. So it's one pool. So that's why I would say DJ City or BPM Supreme, neither one. And another thing, I get a lot of people ask me like, Jammin Jay, where you get your Southern Soul music from? Like, because there's no pools. There are no pools. Now, there are a couple of services, but it's not like a record pool. It's like where they have DJ intros and outros for the DJs of Southern Soul music. And it's called Sick Mix. Sick Mix, Bandcamp. You can go to bandcamp.com and Bandcamp have it, but it's not really a pool. They give you the hottest stuff that's out, but there's a lot of stuff you don't get. And because I work for so many different radio stations, I'm on probably like about 40 different radio stations. So I get a lot of stuff through that. And then I got a lot of stuff through artists. The funny thing was before I started, like it was hard for me to get music. Like it was just very hard. I was like, where do you get Southern Soul from? Everybody asks the same question. Where do you get it from? There's not like, I've been in hip hop and radio. I've been working in hip hop and radio for over 30 some years. So in hip hop, there are places you can go that it's centralized, that you can get music, you can get research, you get everything, but it's nothing like that in Southern Soul. So, and everybody always asks me, Jammin Jay, why don't you just start your own pool? I just don't want to deal with all that, man. Like that's a lot of work, man. Like it's a lot of work you got to deal with and stuff like that. But, and then I do sell my collection of music to DJs, for DJs that pretty much are like, hey, Jay, I see you selling your yeah, I sell it. And here's my thought process on that. I remember when I started out and I was DJing, and in my city, I'm originally from Thomasville, Georgia. Well, I went to school in Thomasville, Georgia, but I'm from a small town called Metcalf, Georgia. And while I was there, I used to always go up to DJs like, hey, yo, man, I'm trying to get in the game, man. Do you want to? And during this time, they didn't have no CDs. They didn't have no MP3s. It was 12 inches, 45. That's all they had. So, hey man, you got any extra records? And DJs looked at you like you was crazy. Like, no, I'm not gonna give you my stuff, dude. Like you competition. So that's how they look at it. So me, I don't look at it as a competition. I don't care if the next DJ got the same thing I got, because we ain't gonna play it the same way anyway. We may play the same records, but it's how we play the records. I play my records different than any other DJ play their records. Other DJs play their records different from me. And it's like, everybody's got their own fans. So whatever and whoever DJ, they're gonna play how they play. And so it don't bother me. But I do sell my collection, and I get a lot of stuff so that DJs can have it, because I know what it's like. I've been to the point where I lost everything in my collection. Hard drive crashed. Then I thought one day I'm gonna always have a backup system. So I got a backup system. I got a couple of DJ friends of mine that whatever I have, they have. And those DJ guys, so if something ever happened, which it has happened, I just call them up. You dog, man, I my drive crashed on me, and they be like, cool. You either can drive up or I go to them and get the drive, make a copy, go back, take their drive back. So that's what you do. Find a buddy of somebody that you can get, and that, you can do that with music and stuff like that. Let me see what other questions we got in here. What you mix on? Well, right now, I got a friend of mine named Marvin, and well, let me first tell you what I had. I had bought the Rain One DJ controller, and that Rain One, let me tell you something. Man, I probably spent $1,000 on repairing that sucker, man. Which I like Rain. I really like Rain, man. I like Rain. I like Pioneer, and I'm trying to find and get to be endorsing Pioneer, Rain, Denon. It don't matter. So if anybody got any connections out to the people, hey, have them contact me, hit me up. Jammin Jay will be endorser. I will do tons of videos. I would do video promos. I'll do story promos. I do any kind of promo. And I'm not saying I won't do it for Rain, but I'm just saying, man, it's cost me. The motherboard died on me. And the funny part was, it was a big weekend, man. I think I had to do a concert, a Southern Soul show. Then on a Sunday, I had to do the radio station event, where it was a Mother's Day event, where we had all the mothers. We got all the superstars there and their mothers and stuff like that. And I was having problems, like on Friday night, did another gig on Saturday night, drove out of town. It just started acting funny, but I got through the night. Then on that Sunday, it just died on me. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I didn't think nothing about it, but I had backups and stuff like that. I was able to get through the day. And then I took it to the shop, and then they called me back and said, hey, your motherboard died. And that's $600. I was like, what? I didn't grumble about it. I was like, fix it. I got to have it. Like, well, what else am I going to do? So I went to Marvin, who lives here in Macon, Georgia area. And Marvin, loaned me his Pioneer DDJ-X. The Pioneer DDJ SX3 is what I'm playing on. And I love it. Now, because I got the Ring one back, then something else happened to the Ring one, where my crossfader started messing up. So I had to send it back again. So now I use this Pioneer DDJ SX3, and I'm gonna have to do something else for Marvin, because I love this right here. So what I'm gonna do, when I do get a chance and I get another controller, brand new controller, I'm gonna buy another one, give it to Marvin, because I really appreciate it. And then the Rain one, I use the Rain one when I'm doing shows and stuff out of town. So when I'm going to do shows and concerts, like if I go to Texas, Virginia, Mississippi, it doesn't matter. I take that Rain one. And sometimes I might take the DDJ SX3, but that's basically what I'm playing on and everything. Let me see. I got some more people with some more questions. Let me see right here. I'm gonna call out some people. DJ Dave, what's up, man? How you doing? Tank, what's up, Tank? Let me see who else. DJ Ready, are you selling drives? I mean, yes, I am. For anybody that's interested in the drives with the music, because like I say, I know how it is when you lose everything. Like, I know how it is when you're a DJ, you come into the game. And let's just say, for instance, you're a new DJ and you trying to get what I got. Man, let me tell you, I got 17,000 files of hits. And when I say this, because I know other DJs used to come to me, man, I got 200,000 songs and MP3 files. I'm like, okay, how many of those are hits? He was like, well, what you mean? I was like, Okay, out of 200,000 songs, a lot of them are duds, stuff that don't really. And I speak in radio language because I work on so many different radio stations. And if you're trying to DJ, they want you to play the hits. You can go in there with your own agenda and say, oh, I got this hot song that my cuz got. It's got a fire beat. You go and do that. That might be your last day working at a radio station. You got to play the hits because it's competition. Like in Atlanta, you got V103. You got Hot 90s, Hot 107.9. You got Streets 94.5. You got all these different radio stations. So when you DJing, man, you got to play the hits because if you don't play the hits, people gonna punch out the dials all the time. Like, and some people don't really listen to radio; they just listen to what they want to listen to all the time. So that's why you gotta basically play the hits. But I got 17,000 files, and imagine you was a new DJ and you had everything Jammin Jay got. You would be on the same level now. And then I want to address this too, but let me finish this right here first. But yeah, I got like 17,000 files, and yeah, I do sell it. I sell it on a brand new SSD drive for $300. Get you instant in the game. You probably say, "Oh, that's too much, Jammin Jay." I tell you what, when you go to Amazon Music, you go to Spotify, you go to Apple Music, and you try to buy 17,000 files, how much they gonna cost you? And let's just say it's 99 cents a song. You're talking about $17,000. That's what it's gonna cost you. So I'm selling it to you for $300. So you tell me, you figure out the math. Is that a good deal or not? So that's what I do. So basically, people can hit me up. You can DM me. You can send me a message. But my number, you can hit me up at 470-218-3324. Now, don't call me now because I'm on live. I'm using my phone. But just hit me up or just message me, comment or whatever, and I get back. Trust me. I got some drives I got to send out. I got some brand new drives. Some stuff that I bought. Yeah, I got some stuff right here. Yeah, man, I tell you, I send out thumb drives and stuff all the time. Like this is some of the stuff I got right here. These scan disc drives. I like the scan discs because they're real good. And then what was the other thing I was going to tell you all about? With the 17,000 files, yes, I got those. And, I definitely sell them and get them to you. Let me go to some more questions right here. Chopper, what's up, Chopper? Vega in the house. DJ Big Timer. Oh, yeah, you love that. DDJ SX. Yes, man, it's nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. Let me see here. Are they hits? Yeah, these hits. Like I work for over 40 different radio stations, and I do mixes I do top 40 mixes, I do country mixes, I do urban AC mixes, I do classic old school mixes, I do hip hop mixes, I do Southern soul mixes. So I'm doing just a little bit of everything, man. My schedule is quite busy, so I'm always doing a lot of stuff and all over the place. So hey, this is what I do. I love it. Let me see what else. Now I'm gonna tell you what else I love. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it one day, man. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be a perfect Christmas gift to myself, and it's the new the AZ. What is that sucker, man, called? I can't think of the name right now, but I'm telling you, it's about $3,000, and I know you're probably like, ooh. As a DJ, we want what we want. When we decide we want to go get those EV speakers, you do what you got to do to go get it. Whatever you want, it's just like I tell my wife all the time. Whatever she want to go get, it's on her. She can get what she want because when it comes to me getting what I want, especially when I make money off of it, I'm gonna go get it. All right, let me see. He said, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm interested in purchasing one. Hey, man, I got you. Ready? Just make sure you just. I just tell you, man, I send them out every day. Every day. I send out 2 drives a day to my brother in Columbus, Georgia, and I sent another one out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A lot of DJs hit me up because they like, man, they lose their music. And I'm like, man, hey, hit me up. I put on a brand new drive, put the 17,000. And matter of fact, for this that most people don't know, I'm a video DJ. So 80% of what I play are actually music videos. 80% of what I play are actually music videos. It's just that you don't see the video because sometimes I don't put it up on the screen or whatever, but I'm a video DJ and they are high quality. They are 1080p videos, even like the Southern Soul stuff are actually videos. Most of everything I play is music videos, but most people don't know that. And then you're probably saying, well, no, I don't need the MP4s. I need the MP3s. Well, let me educate you. MP4s are just like MP3s. They will play on Serato. They will play on Virtual DJ, and they sound better quality and everything. Plus the SSD. Yeah, I buy the SSD. So for the 300, you know, I'm gonna buy the SSD and then put the music on. So basically, yeah, that's what I do. And let me see what else. DJ Big Timer on. Let me see. I'm using the SZ2. I love the SZ2. Man, let me tell you something. I love everything about Pioneer. I used to be a Newmark guy. I had the Newmark HDX. You remember when they came out, the players that first came with the hard drive that was built into it? You could pull it out, external drive, but it was a civil one. Man, let me tell you, I was a Newmark. Newmark don't even know it. I was a Newmark guy. I was a Newmark endorsing. They don't even know it. I was endorsed for Newmark. But man, I just found out that Newmark just not built like Pioneer. Pioneer is like a tank. It's built to last. It's just sturdy, man. And then I used to be a virtual DJ. Now, no knock against virtual DJ, because I'm telling you, virtual DJ got the best video quality out of anybody, period. Serato video suck. I play with Serato now. I'm gonna tell you, Serato suck. But the one thing that I do like about Serato has mix emergency. For those of you who don't know, I remember I went to this show. I went to this show in Atlanta at we had our Streets Fest that we did, and so because I'm the guy that does the social media stuff, I use Jamtex. For those who don't know about Jamtex is one of the best things you can use as a DJ when you go to the party and people are able to put up their visuals. Like, say, for instance, you DJing and say you got videos on the screen, but people can send their pictures. The picture will pop up on your Serato screen. You can move the thing around and you can override. You can say, click the green for yes or red for no, because some people are going to try it. They're going to send some naked pictures. They're going to try all kind of stuff. But like, hey, I don't have mine on automatic. I have mine where I approve what you're seeing, because you're not going to make me look like a fool and embarrass everybody and then, get me tossed out of there. So, but Jamtex, just look it up. Go to Google and put in Jamtex, JAMMTEXT. Is real good. I mean, it costs like $30 some, $59 a month or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something, this is the best service. I mean, if you want to be top notch, you got to spend the top notch money. So that's one of the things that I use too. Also, if you listen to his mixes, if you listen to my mixes, you definitely, like I say, I have to play the hits. And matter of fact, every mix that I do, now I'm not going to say all of them, but some of the mixes that I do are mixes that I'm actually recording for the radio station. If you ever hear me mixing and then there's like a pause, stop, and then I'm loading another song, I'm recording the mixes, because when I stop, I hit the stop button, then I gotta hit the start button again, and then I start a song. You can always tell I'm doing the radio mixes. That's why if whatever I tag it, I just say radio, whatever. So that's when I'm recording. And I send out mixes to so many different radio stations, and I record them every week. And it's like syndicated. So that's what I do. Let me see what else. Joey Sanders on. Let me see who else here. What year your MacBook? I have a MacBook Pro M3. I first started using the M1. I was working for Fort Valley State University, and I was working as in a marketing department. And I remember boss me and told me one day, he said, Jammin Jay, he said, I'm gonna get you the M1. I got you guys coming up with the M1. You got top notch everything. And I'm thinking, I wasn't that computer literate with Mac. I was like, what's the M1? He said, oh, it's a beast. It's a beast. You're gonna get it. Let me tell you something that I discovered. I used to go to this computer store in Atlanta called Jim's Computer. Get these used computers. Used computers cost. Now, for those of you who want to start in the game, you don't have no computer, type in Jim's Computer. Jim, G-I-M, not J-I-M, but G-I-M, Jim Computers in Atlanta. And they sell refurbished Mac. This is a refurbished Mac store. That's where all the DJs go. And I found that out from DJ J-Tech. J-Tech And ATL was like, Jay, need a computer, man? Go to gyms, man. I was like, gyms? He was like, yeah. I say JIM. He say, no, GIM. GIM, Gym Computers. And you can get a computer for $300 or $400. A refurbished Mac. And it was a good Mac. But the problem I had was that because I'm doing so much stuff, like I got all this video stuff going. I got so much, man, I got, if you was looking here, I got like these lights and stuff set up. I got my overhead cameras and stuff. I got these other web cameras that's going on. And I'm running high quality video. I'm recording at the same time. So you got to have power. So when I was at Fort Valley State, I got the M1. The M1 was such a beast. It had 64 gigabytes of RAM. It had 5 terabytes. 5 terabytes built inside of the M1 SSD drive. It was a beast. And of course, when you leave there, you got to give it back. So it's not mine. And I said to myself that day, I said, man, if I ever get another computer, I got to get a brand new one. So one of my boys hooked me up, and he got the computer for me. And I just, been making the payments on it. And it's a M3, 32 gigabytes of RAM. It has 1 terabyte of hard drive space, but I don't basically keep none of my music and videos and stuff on the internal. I keep it on the external drive. And the reason why you do that, you don't want to really overload your computer, because I need my computer to just do all the stuff I want it to do, because I'm doing like a lot of Adobe Premiere stuff. I'm doing Logic Pro stuff. Man, I tell you, I will bog down a computer because I'm doing so many different things. I'm creating stuff. I'm making TV commercials. I'm recording radio commercials. I'm making music. I'm doing so much stuff. I need a beast. And this M1, the M2 is a beast. Now, the M3, a beast. So if I get an M4, I'm going to get an M4. And I'm just telling you, and it was, you're talking about $2,000 to $3,000, but it's like I tell my wife all the time. It's like, man, look here, if I'm making money off this, it's not going to hurt me to spend the money. You got to spend it. If you want the best of the best, because I can't be embarrassed. I can't be on here embarrassed. And I'm going to tell you this story about I got embarrassed. I was DJing this show for Loverboy Lou and Side Piece Keith. And we were in, I think we was in Montgomery, Alabama. It was hot, man. It had to be 100 and some degrees. People out there. It was a Southern Soul show. And I had a MacBook Air. MacBook Air suck. And all DJs probably know what I'm talking about. And heat, a MacBook Air will embarrass you. So we come on stage and, they announce us and everything. Loverboy Lou and Side Piece Keith. I hit play. It went. I was like, what? I kept hitting play. It was stuck like Chuck. That MacBook Air just died on me in that 100 and some degree heat. It was embarrassing. And I vowed that day. Luckily, I had a backup thumb drive where I passed it to my DJ next to me. And I said, bro, can you go ahead and play this right here? So I told him to keep talking. And they kept talking until finally he had it queued up, played it. And I had it all tracked out just like I would do it live. And that's what saved me. And that day I vowed it would never, ever happen again to me. It would never embarrass me ever again. And that's what I did. So I vowed I was going to always keep the best of whatever the best is. And that's the best thing to do, because you don't want to get embarrassed like that. No way around. And I know some DJs have 2 laptops, which it's good to do that. But I just need one of the best. So that's basically what I do. Let me see what other questions here. I was a new coach. Coach say I was a Newmark guy until I bought like 6 TTX, and I think they were called. They've been a Pioneer guy ever since. Okay, yes, absolutely. Yep, Chopper, J-Tech. Yep, J-Tech was the one who helped me to the games like Jammin Jay. Man, go to Jim's computer in the ATL, and that's what I did. Let me see. Yep, $3,000. Yes, it's a price. Hey, it's kind of like whatever you see the importance of. Some people see importance in cars and vehicles. They want to spend the money in that. Some people see it in shoes. Think about it. If you're going to buy brand new Jordans and you spending $200, maybe $300 for a pair of shoes, I ain't knocking it. I don't do it. I'd rather spend mine in something gonna help me make money. Them Jordans ain't gonna help me make money. Now they help me look good, but they ain't gonna help me make money. So I gotta spend it where I can generate more money and I can buy more stuff that I need. Yeah, that's the worst. Rocks, that's the worst, man. You don't want to be embarrassed like that. My MacBook Air failed me at an outdoor event in the middle of summer in Texas. DJ ready. Hey man, if you got a MacBook Air, I'm gonna tell you right now, you might as well get rid of it. So I had never tested out this new MacBook I got until I went to Young Jock called me, was like, hey, Jammin Jay, I'm having a Southside day in Atlanta on a Sunday and I want you to come. Man, I'm gonna tell you, that day it was hot as hell. Like, it was hot. And then we was directly where the sun was directly on us. The way the sun was setting, it was just the worst situation you ever want to be in. So me and a couple other DJs on stage, and a few DJs was having issues with their laptop. It was choking out. And this was before I came on. I was like, Jesus, man, please let mine don't embarrass me again. But then I'm gonna tell you something, this brand new Mac, it was like a champ. It stood up with his chest wide open, like, Jammin Jay, what else you want to do, brother? And that's why I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. You know, spend that money if you know you don't want to be embarrassed. Let me see. I had to start singing "Happy Birthday" when it went out in the summer. Yeah, you have to think real fast about what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it and everything. So tonight I'm just basically having a Q&A session of just DJs talk, just talking about whatever, any questions anybody got, period. Chopper say, whenever I'm at a gig, I bring both of my laptops, my main and my backup. You know what? Being embarrassed, it'll make you think about bringing a backup, because it's some horror stories I heard from DJs, and I've seen a lot of horror stories. I've been part of horror stories. I remember going to a party one time. This is no lie. So I go to the party. I'm geeked up because, man, it's going to be packed. It's going to be packed. The women going to be there. And it's like, man, this is a show out night. You got to do your thing. So we set up all the equipment and everything, man. The speakers, the lights, everything looking good. The fog machines and everything. I mean, we looking damn good, man. And then I said, okay, let me go ahead and just put on the first record to do a test. Damn, what a record. So I left them in the trunk. So I go to the trunk. I get to the trunk. My heart dropped. Oh my God, I left the damn crates of records. I left the crates, man. I left all my crates home. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this is disastrous. The party's getting ready to start in 5 minutes. I stay 40 minutes away. That means it's going to take me another 40 minutes to get back. I was like, oh, Jesus, what I'm going to do? Then I thought, wait a minute, I cleaned out my record crates. I got the old records that I put in the backseat, the records that just wasn't the hits. You know what I'm saying? They was like dope things that you would play, but it's like they wasn't a hit. So I decided I'm gonna have to use these. So I went and got all the records that I had in the backseat, went back in, I got on the microphone, I told him, I said, tonight, we gonna do something that you never ever heard a DJ do in your lifetime. We gonna go back and play all the hot joints. Ain't none of them new. And everybody looking like, what? So I started playing, and man, let me tell you something. God must have been with me that night, because they rocked with me the entire night off those old ass records that I was playing that had them tight beats. And I didn't play no hits that night because I didn't have no hits. I left all the hits home. And I learned a valuable lesson that night, man. And I learned this from another DJ who I grew up DJing when I was like about 17, that just graduated from high school. This in Thomasville, Georgia. Joe Soul, the Grandmaster Joe Soul was his name. And I learned so much from watching him. He was an entertainer. He showed you how to entertain a crowd. And also, what he would do, he would give me my time to shine. Let's say it was 11 o'clock, you know, people in there. He was like, hey, I'm gonna go. He was the type of guy that he would come dressed one way. He would let me get on DJ, rock the show for about an hour, whatever, 30 minutes, whatever the time frame. And I'm rocking it. And then sometimes I would come in, he would play all the hits. I mean, it's like a battle of a DJ contest where you battling with a DJ. He play all the hits. And then you think to yourself, damn, He done played everything. What I'm gonna play? He taught me a valuable lesson at night. I said, Joe, what am I playing? You played all the hot stuff. He said, I'm gonna show you something, youngster. He said, this is what you do. You have to reach back in the bag, reach back into them old school hits and make people forget about the new hits. It's so many bad, hot songs from back in the day you could play. And that's when I learned, and I felt like that's when I really became a DJ, because I don't care who in front of me. God can be in front of me. Well, I don't want to say it like that, but God, because you know, you the one. But I'm just saying, I don't know, the hottest DJ in the world can be in front of me. I'm not going to be intimidated, even if you play all the hot stuff. No matter. You just dig into the crate and pull out all the hits. And like sometimes when I go, I used to sit and just listen to him. I would hear what he's playing. And in my head, I say, he didn't play this. He didn't play that. And I would keep a mental note in my head of what songs I'm going to play. And then if I got 5 records in my head that I can start out with, oh, it's on. It's on. That's all I need. I need 5 records. And then after that, I pretty much figure it out as I go. So that's what you do. Let me see here. Are you familiar with DJ Dana? Dana? No, never heard of this particular DJ. And somebody asked me also about what was my motivation, what got me started. When I was in Metcalf, Georgia, and at the time, we really didn't have no radio station. So all we had was Golf 104. Golf 104 was a rock station. So I used to be like up all the time at night, and I would be searching and searching. And one day I came to this radio station. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. They playing Luke and they bumping. And then they just mixing. I was like, damn, who the hell is this? I was like, man, they dope as hell. It was 102 Jams out of Orlando, Florida. I used to have a coat hanger that I would have on my radio. We had the old school radios, like transistor radios, and you would have to turn and twist your thing and be like, oh, that's it. And then all of a sudden it would fade out. You'd be like, oh, man, you have to keep turning it. So I used to listen to 102 Jams, and they had these brothers on by the name of the Baker Boys. And let me tell you something. The Baker Boys was the dopest DJs I had ever heard in my life. And I used to listen to their mixing style, and they just had this smooth mixing style that I was like, it's no way they doing that live. They can't be doing that live because the beats are just too smooth. It sounded like something you did in the studio. But in my head, I could tell they was doing it live, but it didn't sound like they was doing it live. And then I remember going to Columbus, Georgia. My auntie lived in Columbus, Georgia on a military base. So we go there for the weekend, and I'm there, me and my cousin, and we listen to the radio. And I'm like, man, this dude here is like mixing his ass off. He was like, no, that's not a dude. That's a girl. That's DJ Becky. I said, no. I'm talking about the dude that's mixing right now on the radio. He said, that's a girl. That's not a dude. It was a white girl named DJ Becky that was in Columbus, Georgia. I don't know what happened to Becky, where she's at. But if anybody know Becky, let me know where I can find Becky at, because I got to give her flowers, man, because I'm telling you something. She was the baddest DJ I heard that was a female. I was like, what? She's a white girl? And they was like, yeah, she's a white girl. Mixing like that. And it just blew my mind. And from there, I was like, man, this is what I want to do. This is absolutely what I want to do. So shouts out to DJ Becky and the Baker Boys and his other DJs. Like today, DJ Puffy. I love DJ Puffy, man. Man, let me tell you something. I think he's one dope DJ. I mean, because this dude plays everything, every genre. It don't matter what it is. He's going to play it. He's going to mix it in. His cutting, his scratching, everything. And then I got my all-time favorites, DJ Nabs. Let me tell you something. Met DJ Nabs. I was at Harold's Ice Bar in Atlanta, Georgia, and Jerry Smoking B. I'm working with Jerry Smoking B at the time. We was working for our Urban AC station. But anyway, I'm there, and Jerry come. He say, Jammin Jay, put on a long record. I want you to meet somebody. I was like, okay. So I put on a record, go over. It's DJ Nabs. I almost fell. My balance was just off because I'm thinking like, I'm meeting my idol, DJ Nabs. Like, this dude worked with Michael Jackson, worked with everybody in the business. Criss Cross, Escape, you name it, man. DJ Nabs is that dude, man. So I'm like, he was like, yeah, Jammin Jay, man, I did go, you know how you playing and DJ. I'm saying, Nabs, stop. Stop with that, man. Nothing I do can compare ever to what you do. So stop that. But Nabs is one of those guys. And I used to listen to not DJ Red Alert. I moved to Virginia with my auntie and stuff. Some kind of way we could just get the radio stations like piped down. I don't even remember how we did it, but I used to listen to Red Alert, Kid Capri, so many different DJs, man, that influenced me along the way. So that's some of my influences that I got. But I definitely like a lot of the female DJs, because when I first got to Atlanta to Streets 945, I used to tell Boss Man, I was like, Boss Man, why we don't get no female DJs? I'm like, I like my brothers, but I'm like, it's a lot of dope females out there. I think we need to get females on. And so what we did was we had he said, well, I tell you what, y'all figured out, and he found out how you can get some female DJs. So we came up, Doc Love, and I can't remember who else, but basically we came up with a way of getting females to come in and learn about DJing and stuff like that. And man, we got some of the dopest females out of Atlanta. DJ Shawnee, godly, I can't think of a name, man. God, don't kill me. But it's a lot of females. Leah, she used to have a DJ named DJ Uno at the time. And then my girl now who DJs on the road with, I think SWV. Golly, what's her name, man? Oh, she's gonna kill me. But she's so dope, man. She is so dope, I'm telling you. So it's a lot of dope females, and I really like the females and everything, because I feel like, we gotta give them a chance, gotta give them an opportunity. And so now we have a lot of female DJs, and I appreciate that. Let me go some more questions here. I have a dual fan, and I sit the laptop on. Yeah, now that will help. I wish I'd had that, but I didn't have it at the time in that 100 and some degree heat. I mean, it was crazy. Which software do you use, bro? To do all my streaming right now, I'm using Streamlabs. Now I do have OBS. Now I used to hate Streamlabs. I hated Streamlabs like with my gut, because it was just buggy. It was just, I didn't like it. But OBS, I like OBS. But I'm gonna tell you the difference between OBS and Streamlabs. Like now, I'm able to stream on TikTok, right? With OBS, unless you got a stream key, that's the only way you're going to be able to DJ on OBS. Now, they got some other little ways they say you can kind of do. I tried all of them, didn't work. But with Streamlabs, once you sign into your TikTok, it gives you instant access to stream to TikTok. And the other good thing about Streamlabs is that it'll let you do dual output, meaning I could do 1080p, not 1080p, but I can do, the regular box, like the YouTube box, the Facebook box, how you can have music videos that same size. And then on vertical, it let me do the TikTok and the Instagram. So I'm able to stream to Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Mixcloud, Twitter, all at the same time. And that's one thing I like about Streamlabs that allow you to do so. But I got OBS. I still use OBS sometime when I'm doing stuff. Like, it just depends on how I feel. But when I want to stream to TikTok and IG, now IG is a little bit different, because like you have to go to your page. You have to click on the plus sign. You have to click on the go live. And then you have to name what your stream is going to be. Then you have to click on the audience that you want, live, private, whatever. And then after you do that and you hit the next button, then it'll show you the stream key. Then you have to copy the stream key, and then you have to paste it into Streamlabs every time you go to Instagram, to IG. But it's no problem. I mean, it's worth it sometimes. So that's what I use. For this right here, I'm recording. I'm able to record everything I put on YouTube. I use Streamlabs and OBS to record while I'm doing what I'm doing. But you got to have fast computer, because I'm telling you, I used to have a MacBook Pro 2013, 16 gig of RAMs. And I thought I was doing something until I started doing all the streaming stuff. My computer say, we ain't gonna be able, we're not going to be able to do all that, bro. So that's why I had to give up and just spend the money and get some big time stuff. DJ A-Star. What? Man, let me tell you something. DJ A-Star, we go way back. Yeah, influence you. Girl, come on now. You was destined to do what you was doing, girl. DJ A Star, I met her in Albany and everything, and now she's out doing her thing. So look, I be seeing you all when y'all out doing y'all thing, even if I don't really say much because I don't like to bother people, but I give you, I give your flowers now. You're definitely doing your thing. I am DJ Digger. What's up, Digger? North Carolina Durham in the house checking in. Yeah, it was Nabs, DJ Nabs in the lab, man. Let me tell you. That brother, then man, let me tell you, I was on a show with DJ Nabs. We had some outside event. We was doing the Green Bay Packer when the Green Bay Packer and Atlanta Falcons was playing, and this was at the old Georgia Dome, and we was right over by Magic City in a parking lot. Me and my boy DJ Candyman, the Crunk City DJs, and Jerry had us come out. Had the sound system was bumping. I mean, Candyman had that system like unlike anything everybody had. They say it was shaking over the Georgia Dome. They were like, dude, what do y'all got? He was using those what those speakers called? DAS speakers. First time I had ever seen something like that. I mean, he had like the killer speakers. And and Nabs came over, and man, for me to just sit there and watch Nabs doing this stuff, man, I'm still shook by it. I'm like, man, I admire anybody of all the stuff that I can't do. I admire. I mean, hey, I really do. Let me see what else here. Let me see here. Lessons learned. Yeah. Shane, it's lessons learned, man. You learn from your mistakes as you go. Any more questions? Anything anybody got? We just doing DJ talk tonight. Let me see. He ain't no joke, DJ Nab. Rocks, yep. He's no joke, man. No joke. Let me see. DJ A Star, I still have all of your tracks on my heart. What? Girl. Yeah, you and a few others got a lot of my tracks. A lot of my tracks going all over the country and everywhere. And I do a lot of special edits too. And one thing that freaked me out for the battle DJs that I did not know that just freaked me out was that I used to wonder how they could change out and switch out records so fast. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, man. That's impossible. Until I found out the secret sauce was that you pre-mix up all of your stuff and you take your keypads. Like you could have, you use a sampler like the hot cue. Hot cue gonna be for something specific that I can scratch in. Hot cue number 2 is for something else I can scratch in. 3, so forth until you get to all 8 pads. And I was like, oh man, that's how they doing it. But that's what the one thing about the DJ controllers you can do because, and then the one thing that I hate from most people that they always say this is that you're not a real DJ unless you're using turntables, Technique 1200s, or whatever other real vinylized turntables using. And in the words of DJ Jazzy Jeff, who gives a F? And what I always say, when you're at a party and you rocking a party, people that's out that paid their money to come in don't give a damn about what you use and how you're using it. All they care about, can you rock a party? It ain't gonna matter if I got Technique 1200. It ain't gonna matter if I got the best DJ equipment in the world. It sounds great, but if you suck as a DJ, all of that down the drain. It don't matter no more. So that's why I'm saying it don't matter what a DJ use. I see DJs, I go to clubs, and they don't have nothing but a computer. I ain't knocking them. I went to Tallahassee, Florida, almost 2 months back. I went during the FAMU homecoming, and I'm down. Joe Bullock had me come down and DJ for the weekend, so he took care of me, I think Friday, Saturday, I say to Sunday, something like that. And it was this girl in there had a laptop. She didn't have no controller. All she had was a laptop. And she played a lot of music I did not know. And then I later figured out I knew what it was because I like top 40. I love listening to top 40. Just something about it. Like I love it. And she was playing it and she was mixing her ass off. I was like, man, this girl here is doing it. Like, but she was doing it with a laptop. So I don't knock what anybody use and how you use it. That's just not my thing. That's not for me to knock what you do and how you use it. Hey, if you do what you do, I respect all DJs. I ain't got no hate for nobody. You do what you do, how you do what you do. I ain't got no problem with it. And I had a guy to comment the other night. It was so funny to me because a lot of times Even if somebody criticize me or something, it don't bother me. You know, it's just water on the bridge, man. I look at it like that. It's like he say, yeah, I'm up here mixing, doing all my stuff. You see my hand movement and stuff. He say, oh, he's got AI doing everything. Let me tell you something. I am a computer freak. I check everything. I test all kinds of stuff. I haven't seen an AI program yet that can do what a DJ do. If it's one out there, y'all tell me what it is that do everything that you need to do. You hit one button, you can sit back and it do all the scratching, mix, and everything. It can read the crowd. The hell with that. It's not a program out there that can do that. AI ain't doing that. AI can do some good things. AI can separate tracks. AI can do a lot of things, but AI, it ain't gonna be no AI taking over DJing. No, it ain't gonna be no AI taking over DJ. Somebody got to train AI. AI can't read the crowd. AI cannot send a shout out to one boy walking. What's up, the cuz? Just walked in. AI can't do that. AI gonna be a send a shout out. Oh, Rick Ross just walked in the house. No, AI's not gonna do that. So I just laugh at stuff like that. DJ Mr. Mystic, I just started following you. Hopefully we can do some work together. Hey, absolutely, man. Let me tell you something. I meet DJs when I go to Texas, when I go to Arkansas, St. Louis, Virginia. I meet a lot of DJs, and I tell everybody, man, I don't mind networking with the next DJ. I mean, I had I think DJ Magic called me, and he was like, "Yo, Jammin Jay, I want to try to get you up." Blah 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 blah. Man, I work with a lot of DJs. I mean, I just don't publicize it. I mean, because we doing business and stuff like that. So, but I definitely work with a lot of DJs. So I don't have no issues working with a DJ. I don't have no problem hipping DJs. Like DJs call me a lot of times with a lot of questions. I don't know everything. Let me tell you, I don't know everything. I just know a few things, you know. And what if I don't know? I go to Google University. I go to YouTube University. YouTube, I find out a lot of stuff on YouTube. Like I learned how to mix and key. I was never mixing like that before. Like you know, that's the one thing I learned was mixing and key. And I was like, what the hell is this? And the one thing I learned about mixing and key was that mixing and key, it just sounds like the records are made for each other. So when my mixing technique now is basically what I do now. I mix in key when I'm mixing so that you know, it just sounds better and everything. So I produce music. So I understand melodies. I understand that bass got a key. It can be in key. It could be in a different key. So I understand that concept. So when I'm mixing, that's what I do when I'm doing a lot of mixing. I do stuff like that where I basically go through and I'm listening to my headphones of what sound good in my ear before I pull it over so everybody hear it. So I do a lot of that, and I just decided I just want to do something different than what everybody else is doing. It's like when I got into Southern Soul, I used to go and listen to Bubba Ye. I used to go and listen to DJ Trucker. I used to listen to DJ Dirty, DJ Diggs, DJ Magic, DJ Bubba Ye. And man, because these guys were the guys that was doing it when I came along and just listen to them brothers, man, let me tell you something. I appreciate every one of them. And there's probably other ones that I'm probably forgetting, but those are some of the main guys that I used to listen to. And I listened to what they was playing, how they was playing it, because you got to think about this. I've been in hip hop for over 30 some years, working for hip hop stations, so many different hip hop stations, urban AC stations. And when COVID hit, I just wanted to do something different. I was just getting tired of just hearing hip hop all the time. It was just driving me crazy. And I was like, man, I got to get out of this. And then I had a guy, Poker Jones, ask me in Atlanta, Georgia, used to ask me to get on this Southern Soul show. And I used to always tell him, like, nah, man, I'm not interested in no Southern Soul. I don't even know the Southern Soul. I mean, I play a little bit of Mel Wade or Sir Charles, but I don't really play. I'm not that deep into it. I liked it because my grandfather owned a juke joint. And my dad and mom used to like play. So I knew the music when I heard it, but I was like, I wasn't comfortable with DJing it, playing it. So, and when COVID hit, Trucker's doing this thing. I used to always watch Trucker streams. I'm like, man, this dude here is like getting it, like he's doing it. And then when Poker Jones asked me to do it, I just got tired of Poker asking me, and I say, I do it. I do it. And during this time, a friend of mine's out of Tallahassee, Florida, DJ Eddie D, used to always ask me about doing a Southern Soul mix. I was like, Ed, I'm not doing no damn Southern Soul mix. I don't want to do no Southern. I do hip hop. So Eddie talked me into doing a Southern Soul mix, put it up on YouTube, and then he hit me back. He was like, "Dude, are you watching your YouTube?" I was like, "Nah, wow, what?" He was like, "Dude, your numbers are going crazy off Southern Soul." I was like, "What?" And I go and I look, I see I got 5,000 views. That day changed everything because I decided after that, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this Southern Soul, man." I didn't know I can get views like that. The most views I had got for hip hop was like 200 and some views. And I don't know, maybe people didn't know who I was. And at that point I said, well, hell, I'm going with this Southern Soul. And after I did that, then I started working with Poco Jones, him and Stephanie Batiste in Atlanta on Southern Soul Blues show. We used to go to the TV, do the TV station stuff every week. And after that, they asked me to go to Savannah, do a show. That was the first show I went to. I think it was Pokey Bear. I think it was Sir Charles Jones. I think it was a bunch of people, man. I mean, it was like the who's who of Southern Soul. And I fell in love with it that day. I was like, man, it's just something about the Southern Soul community that is just different. Like the loyalty that the people have to the music, the craft. And I hear people always say, and I used to be one of the people like, well, Southern Soul don't really have like a lot of singers. Like you don't really hear like the Whitney Houston type. That's not what Southern Soul is. Southern Soul is a vibe, is a feeling. Yeah, they may not be able to, the greatest singers like Whitney Houston and the rest of them, but it's just the feeling that people appreciate about it. You don't have to be the greatest. Be a great artist. Have a great show. That's what people like. And ever since then, I just been deep into the Southern Soul thing. And then how I decided, I said, well, I'm gonna be syndicated was I was like, well, you know what? I knew that radio stations are cutting budgets. They don't have a lot of money, a lot of stuff. So I decided I was gonna do the syndicated mixes, and now they took off. And I'm working on some other big things for 2025 that's gonna take me from 40 stations to up to probably 200 and some stations. So I got some big stuff I'm working on, but I can't reveal it right now. So it's in the mix and everything like that. So that's basically how I got into the Southern Soul, and love it. Let me see what else we got here. Chopper, yep, the Georgia Dome. Let me see. All right, let me see the question. Let me see who else. I got so many questions in here. I'm gonna try to get to all of these right here. Let me see. What hardware is your decks? The hardware is the Pioneer DDJ SX2 is what I'm using, and I got the Ring 1, which I like that Ring 1 Performer, which I want to definitely get that. Jerry Smoking being in Atlanta, he's got that Ring Performer, and man, I'm gonna tell you, I want the Ring, and then the other thing I can't think of the name. It's the AZ. Damn, what's the name of the thing? Let me see. I think I can look from right here. All right, let me see here. Okay, I got people here on my, I'm looking over here too on my YouTube stream. DJ Quack, what advice would you give to a DJ who is looking to grow their channel? I'm gonna tell you what I learned, and I learned this from Side Piece Keith. Side Piece Keith is a Southern Soul artist. He's a social media guy, and he used to tell me all the time. He's like, you got to be consistent. You can't do this today, slack off and wait till next week. You got to do it like every day. You got to be consistent, and it pays off. Because at the first I was like, man, this stuff is not going to work. And I remember DJ called me and said, Jammin Jay, why do you only have 240 subscribers? And I said to myself, I was like, well, that's good. He was like, no, that's horrible. He was like, go look at all these other DJs and see what they got. So I go up and look, and they got 20 some thousand, 18,000, 30 some thousand, 50 some thousand. I'm thinking, wow, man, I got a long ways to go. I was like, I'd never catch him, never. And just by the stroke of luck, God, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But now I'm at almost 90,000 subscribers, and I'm about 10,000 and something away from getting to 100,000. And I'm trying to, another DJ, forgot to say this, but I'm trying to catch Al Sumter, DJ Al Sumter. Now, catch Al Sumter, I would have to be on a rocket or spaceship, because Al Sumter's like got almost 300,000 subscribers. Like, wow, wow. But me and Al worked together too. We did a couple of mixtapes together. So that's the collaboration I'm talking about. Me and Al, BJ Luster out of Atlanta hooked me and Al up. One day he called me, said, hey, Jammin Jay, how would you like to collaborate with Al Sumter? I was like, talking about, wait a minute, Al Sumter, the Southern Soul King, man, come on, man, like what am I bringing to the table working with Al? Al got almost 300,000. Like, what? I think at the time I only had 15,000 subscribers. I was like, man, come on, this is embarrassing. Like, come on. But he was like, no, Al, I'd like to work with you. And then when I talked to Al was like, yeah, Jammin Jay, man, like, yeah, why we don't, collaborate, work on some stuff. And I'm like, Al, come on, man, like, what can I bring to the table? Like, you already doing what you do. But he was like, no, I want to work with you. So yeah, I collaborate with Al Sumter. So Al's been around for a long time and he's doing his thing. So I don't have no problem doing it with other people. Let me see. AI is for Siri and Photoshop. Yeah, AI ain't, look here. I know people probably scared, shaking in the boots. AI gonna take over our jobs. AI ain't taking over our jobs. Now, the one thing I can say that computers have eliminated a lot of DJs from working, because I've been working in radio for over 30 some years. When I started, it was I don't know if you all ever seen those old like cabinets, but you can open the cabinets and inside of it was two turntables. It was an 8-track. It was a mechanism built like that. It's hard to explain, but that's what I grew up on in the old days, and like that. And then from there it evolved to where they had the reel-to-reels during that time, which I hated working with them because you always cut your hands up. And then we've evolved from that to the cassette tapes came out. That was horrible. It was even worse. You think the 8-tracks was bad, the cassettes was even more horrible. And I think when we really got into what I call the 21st century is when it came out with the computers and we started on production on computers. And that just took us a whole nother way. Now, computers today and companies today are getting rid of a lot of people because they can make more money and use less talent. They don't need talent when they got a computer that can control 200 at a radio station. They can play the same thing on it. And it's all about the money. And, companies doing whatever they can to make money. That's basically what it is. It's all about the money game. And so it's nothing that personal against you, because there's a lot of DJs now losing their jobs. I got a lot of friends who, because of budget cuts. I don't been at a station where I've been on the budget cuts. I lost my job working with, before they turned into iHeartMedia, they was named as Clear Channel. So I was working for Clear Channel after 7 years. Called me one day in the office like, hey, Jammin Jay, do the budgetary cuts. We got to let you go. I know that feeling. Trust me. I know how it is when you get cut from it. And I was like, I'm not going to let, because I lost my job, define who I am. I'm just going to find other ways to get it. So that's what I do now. I'm just out here getting it like all the other DJs. And just fortunate for me, I'm able to do this thing 7 days a week if I want to. 6 days a week if I want to, and make a living off of it for me, my wife, my kids. And that's what I try to do. I'm out here I'm like the rest of you guys out here trying to get it. So, there's a lot of other guys that I see doing their things that I admire about what you guys are doing. So you guys, motivate me and everything. Philly checking in. DJ Dre Studio One. What's up, Dre? Let me see. Cabana 973. Can I MU question my DJ? Yeah, absolutely. A lot of you, hey, because I know I may not get to all this here for the time I'm on, and DM me, hit me up and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely answer whatever questions and stuff like I say. I'm not the god of this. I just know what I know, and what I don't know, I'll find out for you. Let me see. Can you play my daughter's new release? Hey, this is what I tell everybody. My mama can come out with a song, and baby, I want you to play my record. Mama, I'm gonna be honest with you, mama. I love you. Now, mama, if your record ain't up to par, mama, I ain't gonna play your record. It's just simple that, mama. I love you. Like, come on, you're my girl, but come on, mama. Like, this is a business. This ain't no play game, because I don't want people to be tuning me out because of something sounds horrible. So if anybody got records, music, songs, and then I can't get to everything. Like I tell everybody that send me stuff and say, Jam, they play this. I'm not gonna make no promises to you, because it's all about. It's like the radio station. Take this for instance. If you're watching TV or you listen to your radio and you turn on the radio, you expecting to hear a hit on the radio. If you turn it on, you hear crap. You're like, what the hell is this? You're going to turn to the next station. Oh, yeah, you be jamming. And let's say they play 10 songs in a row, they still jamming. You're going to be jamming the whole time. You ain't going back to the other station to see what they play, unless This station goes to a commercial break. You say, let me go back and see what the other station playing. If you playing crap, they may never come back to you. And I learned that from my boss working with Steve Hegwood. He used to drive me crazy. We be in the city. He be punching from station to station. Oh, they whipping our butt now. Bam, punch this station. Oh, they killing us now. Go to our station. Why are we playing this record? Go to the next station. It just drove me crazy. I was like, oh my God, what in the hell is this? But that's when I started learning about radio and about playing the hits. Play the hits. You want to win? Play the hits. Let me see. Philly finest DJ Gary O from Philly passed away. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about that. I remember hearing his name and everything. I'm sorry to hear about that. Let me see. Carlo. She writes her own music. Okay, that's dope right there. I mean, like I say, I check it out. I check out anybody. I don't have no problem with that part there. This is her first release and the one's coming. Okay. Oh, Side Piece Keith. Yeah. Side Piece Keith checking in. What's up, Side Piece Keith? Side Piece Keith, man. Let me tell y'all something about Side Piece Keith and Loverboy Lou. So I meet Loverboy Lou and Side Piece Keith there in the Columbus, Georgia area. And Loverboy Lou, I used to listen to his music on YouTube and listening to it, I was like, man, this dude got some nice stuff. The tracks that sound good. It just sounded different because they was using 808s and Southern Soul. And I come from an era where all you heard was the BB King that was like the down, ding, down, ding, down. It was just that I don't know, that music that it didn't have no energy. But now when you hear the new Southern Soul, it's got energy. They using 808. They using like all these different horns and stuff. Like it just sounds good to me compared to the old stuff. So Loverboy Lou, I was playing this stuff, and then so we began a friendship. That's when he was like, I want you to meet my my family and stuff, Side Piece Keith. And so I met Side Piece Keith and Side Piece Keith. Y'all gonna look up Side Piece Keith. Go and follow him. He's got the skits. Matter of fact, I'm in the skits with Side Piece Keith. I play his uncle and everything in the skits, and but Side Piece, I learned so much stuff from that brother Side Piece Keith, man. Let me tell you something. I mean, for a person that just decided, I'm gonna go full time with social media and I'm gonna make a living off this. That to me to motivate me so much, man. I'm like, man, I really can do what I want to do, how I want to do it, because I hear a lot of people sometimes when they decide to say that they take a leap of faith and do something that they want to do, and everybody else say you crazy. Why would you do that? If you believe it, you can achieve it. That's what I always say. And if I come up with crazy thoughts in my head, I'm gonna go with it. But Side Piece Keith, he keep me motivated and everything like that. Let me see here. I got a couple more people here checking in. DJ Flash, what's up, Flash? Yeah, Flash, my boy Flash. I use Flash, Flash here in the middle Georgia area and everything. What's up, Flash? The FX, the Flex 10. I had the Flex 10. I got the Flex 10 about a couple months ago. Now this is gonna sound crazy to you all. So one day when I get the Flex 10, the day I get it, I'm using it, but I don't really like it because I'm like, what the hell is this? When you set the loop, it's going to default to 4 beats every time. Now, it may be a way you can undo that, but I didn't like that. I didn't like it where if I leave it on 8, every time I hit loop, I want to stay on 8, but I don't want to default to 4 because I'm doing too many other things. So just so happened, Solo from Streets 945 hit me up like, Jammin Jay, what do you think about this right here? We're gonna try to get this for the radio station. I was like, I got that. He was like, you want to sell it? I was like, yeah. And bam, that's how. I had it the same day and sold it the same day. Yeah, the Flex 10. DJ Dre Studio, you want to be yourself? Absolutely right. Let me see. It's called Blackout by Bella Monet. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I look for that and everything. Chopper say, how do you organize your crates? Now, I don't really well, let me take that back. I have some stuff where I have in crates. I see some DJs methodical about having how they do crates. I don't really do crates. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't do crates. Let's say when I'm I purge my music once a year, twice a year sometime. And if it's songs that are just not hits, it's gotta go. If I just never really played it in a year, My thing is, it's got to go. It's just taking up space. It's like, why would I keep all Jay-Z tracks? And let's say I love Jay-Z and I keep all Jay-Z tracks. It's because a lot of songs Jay-Z got ain't no hits. They garbage. They trash. Just be honest. Everybody got songs on the album. All your songs are not great, the best songs. Some of them just garbage. So you got to get rid of them. You purge it. I only keep the hits. And that's my job because I play for radio stations. So I have to play the hits. And I have to explain it to people sometimes when I'm doing mixes. They're like, why you don't never put my stuff in the radio mixes? Because I be on a strict guideline. I have people above me that tell me, Jammin Jay, this is a business. You got to try to maintain the numbers for all. It's all about numbers for anything in life and business. If you're not making money at your job and you're responsible for your manager of a job and your job is to have high numbers, and if you don't have high numbers, let's just say you didn't do it the first year. They gave you another chance in the second year. And you get to the end of the second, you don't get them numbers up. Guess what they do? They get rid of you. So that is, it's just business. It's all about business. That's what it is. It's all about business. Yeah, Side Piece Keith. Hey man, y'all go to Side Piece Keith. Look him up on social media on IG, TikTok, Facebook, Side Piece Keith, and Loverboy Lou. Y'all go look him up and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me see who else I got in here. Gary was a very good friend of mine. Triz Tracks, the producer, shout out to Gary O. Love, RIP. Absolutely, absolutely. Let me see. I have 2 laptops and everything, and one has the necessities. Hey, whatever works, that what works. And I say, hey, go for it and everything. All right, let me see. Dwight Magic Vinyl. Why do DJs carry 2 terabytes of music, bro? Just play the hits. I mean, now this is how I explain why you would keep 2 terabytes of music. Now, I don't keep 2 terabytes of music because it'll be overkill. But if I'm on a cruise ship and I got to play a wide variety, even then you really don't, because it's so many hits and you don't need 2 terabytes. Now, to each his own, like I said, each a DJ, what floats your boat. Like, I ain't gonna knock it. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But me, I just keep 1 terabyte and I just keep it purged, and I try to keep it purged consistently with nothing but the hits. And I'm not saying that I don't play new stuff. I don't play a lot of new stuff because I learned when I'm in the radio, especially working for hip hop, was that when I first started, I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So I had these 10 crates of records, the greatest crates of records that was ever assembled. So my boss told me one day, bring them to the radio station. We're gonna go through them, every one of them. I said, okay, cool. I said, man, I got a crate out of this world. So I go. He said, we're gonna make 2 stacks. To the left, gonna be the stacks that are not hits. On the right, gonna be the ones that's the hits. So we going through everyone. What's this? I said, oh, that's got a tight beat. Okay, put that on the left side. What's this? Is it a hit? I see it. That's a hit. Okay, put it in the stack. So we keep doing that, going through, separating records. So when we get through all 10 records, record crates, I got a stack over here to my left side of stuff that's not really hits, but got some tight beats. A lot of booty shake stuff, tight beats. Over here was a little one. He said, this one right here, put them back in the crates. I said, okay, so I put them in the crate. He said, all the ones that got the tight beats and all that, take them, you can throw them away. I was like, throw them away? I'm not gonna throw my records. That's how I learned radio with Steve Hegwood. If you want to play on my station, you're going to play the hits, or you're not going to be on the station. That's how I learned about radio. So until you get thrust in that position, unless you get your own radio station, you can do it how you want to do it, play what you want to play. You may not have nobody listening to you, but I learned about competition. I mean, it's like in Atlanta, fierce competition. You just got to play the hits. If you ain't playing the hits, and you probably wonder what's the hits. If you want to know the hits, I could go and do any party, and let's say it's a class of 1960. And let's say I never did a 60 party before. I'm going to tell you how much confidence I have of doing that party. Here's the confidence right here. And the confidence is I would go to Google and I would type in the top songs for people that graduated during the 60s. And you'll find all kind of charts and everything. You'll find some bona fide charts. Now, if you want to learn some bona fide stuff, you can go to Billboard and stuff like that, and you will find, those bona fide charts and stuff like that that will, and just pick from that. It's going to be listed as the top 50 songs ever. Go to Shazam. You can go anywhere. You can find the places like that with all the hits and stuff. DJ Magic Vinyl. Why do no? We got to answer that. Okay, DJ Magic Vinyl. I got 29 million follows. I agree. Chopper. Yep. V103, Hot 107.9 Streets, and the best of all are competing in Atlanta. Yeah, man. There's a lot of competition in Atlanta. I learned that. I came to Atlanta in 1987. I went to Morris Brown College in Atlanta. And I used to listen to the radio station of V103 at the time when I would come through, and it was just It was just different, like the radio at V, because V always been like the 100,000 watt killer. Like they just with that beast of the East. I mean, you could hear them everywhere. Man, I could be down like in South Georgia on a good cold night. I could hear V103 in my house. And you talking about 3 hours and something away from Atlanta. And then I went to school when I got to Morris Brown, and I'm listening to radio. So it really impressed me because I'm listening to a lot of the Atlantan artists that I never heard before. And then you're hearing like a mixture of stuff that you heard from New York, stuff from DC. So V is just that heritage station that I learned. And the V is definitely that legend radio station. So, shouts out to them. So if anybody else got any more questions or whatever, I wasn't planning on here to be long, but I just figured we'll be on here doing some DJ talk and everything. Let me see here over here on YouTube. You make DJ drops. Oh, you made my DJ drops. You love them. MC Coco. Yeah, I do. I'm a production type of guy. I'm a production director type of guy where I do radio drops. I do TV commercials, I do radio commercials, I do flyers, I do everything. And the reason why I learned to do all that was because I realized I didn't have a lot of money to pay people to do other stuff for me. And I remember one time my daddy told me, he say, son, stick with one thing that you can do well and don't worry about trying to do all the others. I love my pop, but I just didn't agree with that. I was like, well, I don't understand why I can't try to be good at everything, Pop. But he was like, no, you need to be good at one thing, stick to it. But you know how old school parents are. There's got a different way of doing things. Like now, my daughters, they think of stuff different than how I think of stuff. So, but I teach them all, do what you want to do, how you want to do it, and go with it like that. Let me see what's got some more up in here. Yep, I'm a new DJ and I attend Clark, Atlanta. Oh yeah, Chopper. Yeah. I went to Morris Brown, and this was right during the time of when Morris Brown went downhill, where it was like money that was being like missing and stuff. And then I remember my dad was like, son, what the hell is going on? They say we owe this, I paid them. And it was just so many problems. And then I left from Morris Brown College in 87. And I ended up at Eastern Kentucky University, where my uncle Myron was playing football at Eastern Kentucky University, and Jesse Small from Boston, Georgia, playing at Eastern Kentucky University. And I went up to Eastern Kentucky University. Man, let me tell you something. I've never been around so many white folks in my life. Eastern Kentucky was probably like 99% white. The rest of 1% was of us blacks. But I really like Eastern Kentucky because it was a difference from going to Morris Brown, because Morris Brown was more of like a party. It was like all we thought about was party, man. But when you went to Eastern Kentucky, it was a different mindset. It's like, man, I got to get it here, man. And so I went there, and then from there, I was doing radio at Eastern Kentucky University, and then from Eastern Kentucky University, I ended up going to back home. They had a brand new radio station there, so I was going to try to get a job there, which I got a job there. Then from there, Tallahassee, Florida, Joe Bullock was working at WANM radio station. Went down, and Joe was going to hire me for something. I forgot what it was, but when he was getting ready to hire me, I got a phone call from a friend of mine's at 96.3 WGIZ in Albany, Georgia, 100,000 watt station. They hired me on, and then I stayed there for like 4 years, something like that. Then they got a new station in Macon, Georgia, WIBB 97.9. And I left Albany, went to 97.9, which are the best years of my life. I ended up at 97.9 WIBB, ended up getting into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. How the hell I did that, I don't even know. Got into that, and then I left there, ended up working with Steve Hagwood, who owned the hip-hop station in Albany, Georgia. The first hip-hop, Hot 106, ended up working at Hot 106. Then we went from Hot 106 to Hot 105, worked at Hot 105, went from Hot 105, worked at another station we had, and then I left there, went back to 96.3 WJIZ, left 96.3, went to Cumulus Station, Blazing Station, left Blazing Station, and ended up in Atlanta with Steve, 2010, and been at Streets since 2010, and still at Streets. Just that, and I get to work from home, so I'm not there on a day-to-day duties, but I work for like many other stations across the country. Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Texas, St. Louis, Memphis, working on a new one, Baltimore. Man, I'm all over. I'm doing a little bit of everything. So this is what I tell you, and advice I give everybody: do what you want to do, and go and figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it and everything. And that's advice I got for you guys. But I got about 8 more minutes. So if anybody got any questions, anything, you want to throw at me, let me see. Rocks, best kept secret, WJIZ. Yep, that's what it was. WJIZ. Let me see who else got questions right here. Because you are a legend. No. I mean, people be saying it, but man, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as like, man, I always been a kid. When I grew up, I was skinny. I wasn't the fastest kid. I wasn't the biggest kid. I wasn't the smartest kid. And I just figured I got to do something different, that I can become something. And I always had a dream when I used to be in the country in Metcalf, Georgia, on the back of a tractor. And the thing I always said was that I'm gonna be something one day. I'm gonna be something. I want to be a DJ. And the people used to laugh at me. My brother used to laugh at me. My family used to laugh. Why you gonna be no DJ? Man, sit down somewhere. And I just had in my mind, I'm gonna be a DJ one day, one way or the other. And it's been the greatest ride in my life, and I can't complain. I thank God for everything that is given to me, because there's so many DJs in this game that not in the game no more, are irrelevant. I seen so many DJs come and go. And the one thing I do notice about people when I meet them, I know a person that has a drive, and they just built different. They think different. Like, they don't let nothing or nobody get in the way. Even people that, like King George got that song, One Monkey Don't Stop a Show. I don't let nobody tell me. I had so many people tell me what I couldn't do. I had so many that told me that, but no, and to myself, I'm like, I'm not going to let anybody define who I am. And you should never let anybody define who you are. You should do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, and just figure out a way to get it done and stuff like that. So that's the advice I got to everybody else. Let me see. Derek Brookins joined. Willie joined. Man, I just like to thank everybody for for tuning in and everything. And I really appreciate you guys. And we'll have to do this again. And, and I'm always on my YouTube, DJing and stuff like that, live on YouTube and stuff like that, doing the mixes and stuff like that. And sometime I'll do it on TikTok. Now, I can't do it tomorrow because I got a show at the Atrium in Atlanta tomorrow. So I don't really try to stream on the days. I got to do other stuff because I don't want to tire myself out. Then I can't really stream on Friday. I got something Friday, but I can't remember. And then Saturday, I got to go to, I got a party in Stone Mountain, Georgia. I got to do a party in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let me see. Brian Vaughn joined in. Troy Taylor, would you say you have to have a degree in communication today with the internet and social media? Absolutely not. When I first got into radio, they used to have these paper licenses that you had to have to get on the air, which is irrelevant today because you don't need those paper license. But that was just something they had. And I didn't understand why I need a license to get on the radio, which it just didn't dawn on me. But no, you don't need a degree. There's a lot of guys in this business, CEOs of radio companies, CEOs, operations managers, program directors that's in the radio industry. They don't have no degree or nothing like that. So once I got in, I had to have that paper I got in, but I started out as what did I start out? I was an overnight DJ. Started out as an overnight DJ. Went from overnight DJ to working the midday shift, from midday shift to afternoon shift to nighttime DJ to 7 to midnight DJ. I went from being a music director to assistant PD, from assistant PD to a program director, and a program director of several radio stations. Then I left from that being operations manager of radio station, from operations manager to VP of programming for Clear Channel at the time of the Columbus, Georgia area, Albany, Georgia area. And from that, what else did I do from after that? So I don't did everything in a radio station that you could possibly do. There ain't nothing I can't do. Let me see how long we got now. We got about 3 more minutes. So but like I say, anybody, trying to get your collection of music, make sure you hit me up. You can DM me, message me, leave a comment or something like that. And I'll get back with you. And hey, you're a new DJ trying to get in the game, I help get you in the game and everything. So it's simple as that. So we'll make it happen and everything. And we'll have to do this again. Maybe I'll do this again next week, a question and answering session for anybody. Because, man, I got over 30 some years of experience. Like I say, I don't know everything, but I know what I know. And what I don't know, I'll find out. So got about 2 minutes left. Let me see here on YouTube. I got DJ Bev. Which is better, Serato or Virtual DJ? Serato. I ain't gonna even play. Virtual DJ got the best videos. The best videos. You can't beat Virtual DJ on that. Serato videos suck. I give them a 0. No, I give them 1 just because I like the product. But now overall, I love Serato. But if you gave me my overall, Serato every day. Let me see. Choice Phillips. I'm a DJ in Texas. What's the best way to keep up with the Southern Soul Blues? Man, that's a good question. That's the big question I get all the time. This is what I do. I subscribe to all the Southern Soul pages I can subscribe to. And I just be following posts, just looking and see what they listening to, what they playing. I be seeing what people listening to. You kind of figured out that while because I did a reconnaissance, like I said, when I first got in Southern Soul, listened to DJ Trucker, listened to DJ Diggs, listening to Bubba Ye, listening to my man Hanks, DJ Haynes, listening to Al Sumter, listen to all the DJs. I just kind of mentally figured out what the hits was. Now, the one thing about Southern Soul that R&B hip hop is different. R&B hip hop, I can go pull up Media Base instantly, and I can see what the top songs without even having to really dig too much. Southern Soul is nothing like that. But this year, I'm working on something where I'm gonna try to change it. I'm gonna have some kind of bona fide way of knowing what the hits are. So, but I can't tell you what it is. But that's what I'm working on for 2025, stuff like that. Let me see what other questions. I am DJ Big Amp says I'm learning how to DJ by listening to you, and you teach my influence. Oh, I'm influenced. Like I say, man, I'm just doing everything that I learned throughout the years and the other DJs taught me. So that's the best thing the advice I can give is that you just gotta, I put it like this. In radio, there is not a book that tells you how to do radio. There's not a book that tells you how to do radio. You gotta want to do radio on your own. And it's gotta start in your heart. You gotta figure out, that's what I decided to do. Like, you know what? And you learn from what's wrong, what's right, what work and don't work. And it's just hard to explain, but that's what it's about. And so this DJing game, it's different for everybody. It's different from different cities. Like I see a lot of DJs just doing their thing. I admire a lot of, especially Southern Soul DJs, man, because I see a lot of guys out there getting it, and I'm appreciative to watching. Even if I don't say much, I watch everybody. I watch other DJs, see what they're doing, and a lot of DJs, the DJs are consistent with putting stuff down every day. Those are ones I love, those DJs, because they definitely working towards something, and I see them working toward it. So that's what I try to do: be consistent every day, and the only difference with me is that I'm able to be home every day, almost every day if I want to. See, I don't have a regular 9 to 5, or a lot of my jobs is jobs where I get to work from home. So therefore I can do other stuff while I'm home, and I can constantly spit out mixes all the time. And because I'm doing it for so many radio stations, I have to spit out, let me see, every week I have to spit out 2 hours and something of urban AC mixes. I have to spit out 2.5 hours of Southern Soul, 2.5 hours of old school mixes, 2.5 hours of top 40 mixes, 2.5 hours of country mixes. So I'm spitting out mixes constantly, and then on top of that, I'm doing my own mixes that I want to do, of where I call it my practice session. I'm just going and just mixing. I don't have no. It just whatever I feel at the time. So that's basically what I do. Let me see any more questions left on YouTube. Hope that's it on YouTube. I'm gonna see right here. What else we got here before I get off here? I remember those licenses. They were from the FCC. Yeah, absolutely, Troy. Trailer. They was from the FCC. Those licenses that we had to have and everything, and they sucked. I hate it. It was horrible, horrible license that you had to have. Hey Jammin Jay, this DJ over one. I be with Mama Mia 97. Yeah, man, and everything you saying is true. Yeah, man, Mama Mia, man. Been at WIBB for so long, man, and I remember coming to WIBB, and been working with Mama Mia. Then we worked at Fort Valley State University. Mama Mia, man, it's like, man, come on. Mama Mia can call me any day and be like, Jammin Jay, I need you for such and such. It's like, where you want me to be, what time. It's certain people like that in the business. It's like Jerry smoking beat. Jerry can call me like, Jammin Jay, I need you. What you need, Jerry? It's like simple as that. It's certain people that can call upon you. Solo at Streets 945. It's like, man, I respect those people, so they can call me anytime. Let me see here. Thank you for sharing, my brother. We all appreciate the preach. No problem, man. What about Record Box? I tried Record Box a couple of times. And let me see. At the time, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like Record Box. And this is like the time when Record Box first came out. It was no video stuff. I'm like, well, I'm a video DJ, so Record Box not gonna really work for me. It was like another program that's out that's like Serato, Virtual DJ, Record Box. It's another one that was out a long time ago. And the only reason I didn't like it, a lot of EDM DJs was using this software. I can't think of what the hell it is, but it's a software where they didn't have video either. I'm like, well, if you ain't got video, it's not gonna work for me. But I know Record Box is good. Some people like Record Box, and they look. I ain't knocking it because, like I say, if it works for what I'm doing, then I use it. But other than that, nah, I can't. Let me see. Titus, keep doing it, my brother. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Josh says, DJ Juiced. Okay. And DJ Dynamic looking for ways to get some newer music. Well, like I say, I sell my collection of stuff, and my collection has everything from top 40 country, urban AC, Afro beats, Southern soul, old school, hip hop, new school, because I'm able to be on every genre radio station. The only thing I'm not on is rock and roll. Now, I'm not saying I couldn't do rock and roll. It's just that, and deep down, I like rock and roll. It's some stuff I listen to on rock and roll, but I just stick to what I really is my bread and butter. Everything from hip hop, urban, old school. I do top 40. I do country, so I do a little bit of everything. Try to stay in that ball field. Let me see more questions on it. I'm learning by listening. Okay, yeah. And J-Tech. Oh yeah, J-Tech influence. DJ Big Imp. Yeah, J-Tech, man. Me and J-Tech hit it off when I was at Streets in Atlanta, and we brought J-Tech on and everything. So that's how I met a lot of great DJs, man. I'm telling you. I'm so appreciative of everybody. Let me see who else. Maybe our inbox. Yeah. Like, look, anybody want to inbox me? Inbox me. You know, about the music and stuff. I get you hooked up and everything. Hell, I'm sorry, no DJ. What? Yeah, if you don't have the music, look, I help you get you in the game. Now it gonna cost you because like it cost me. And then here's another thing that I have that most people, I don't know what other people have, but I just know I got special edits because I'm that person. I'm the person that they send stuff to at the radio station. They say, "Hey, Jammin Jay, we need this clean version." I'm the guy that go and clean up everything. If it's a dirty version and you don't have a clean version, man, come on. I make a clean version. Like everything, I got a lot of stuff in my collection that I made clean version. I got a lot of stuff that I did special DJ edits. Now before stems came along, I think stems is some of the greatest thing. And I hear some people say, "Oh, I don't like stems. I don't like how it sound. Oh, they don't sound good." Let me tell you something. When you're in a party and it's 1,000 people in the party and they rocking and jamming, and you playing it on top of other beat, nobody listening to the artifacts of what the damn acapellas like. No, nobody listening to that, man. Like I'm telling you, it's so much stuff going on in the parties, in the club, the music hitting, the hi-hats hitting, that bass is dropping. How can you hear the artifacts of the acapella when all the beats and stuff is clashing? Like, man, look, I've been listening to music forever. It don't matter to me. Now, if it sounds bad, when I say bad, if it just sounds bad to my ears, like, no, I'm not going to play it. But how it's gotten better now is because the computer system. Now, if you got a fast computer can eliminate a lot of stuff. So, you can get by with stuff like that. See what questions we got right here. Yeah, so everybody, I appreciate everybody, man. It's 12:07. I've been doing this for a while, so it's time for me to get off, get prepared, and do some other stuff. But anybody got questions, DM me, call me. My number, if anybody want to text me or whatever, or call me after this, later on or tomorrow or whatever, you can hit me up 470-218-3324. And that number again, 470. Matter of fact, let me put it right here in the comments right here. Yeah. My number, yeah, that's what I do. Put in the comments. That way, and my email and everything. So if y'all got some music you want to send or whatever, you can send it to me. Where we at, right? Okay, right here. 470 damn it. 218-3324. Yeah, you can call me, text me. All right, and then let me see here. My email address, jamminjradio@gmail.com. I get stuff sent to me every day, and I listen to everything I get, everything. It's nothing that I don't listen to. And then I tell everybody this analogy right here. Like they always ask me, well, how come my song don't make it in the mix or whatever? I'm going to give you a straight analogy as I can ever give. And just remember this. It's like crabs in a bucket. If you throw a bunch of crabs in a bucket, all the crabs ain't gonna get out. Only the strongest gonna get out that bucket. It's gonna be one or two or few of them that's gonna find a way to get out that bucket. So music is just like that. If you got a rotation of 7 songs every week in a radio station, and out of those 7 songs, every song that you ever put as in a new category ain't gonna always make it into the rotation. It's not gonna make it to the B category. It's not gonna make it to the power new category. It just doesn't work like that. So you just gotta come with the heat. I mean, and I always say, don't let the DJ be the one that stop. If it's a hit, everybody knows a hit because the people in the street or the people that listen to what you do will let you know. I could play something one time and people like, I know instantly, like, hey, Jammin Jay, what's that song you just played? Oh, that's so-and-so. If a second person come up, Jammin Jay, what's that song you just played? That tells me right there they like this song. Some songs they just don't like. It's like I tell people, you can spin it 60 sometimes a week on a radio station. Just because you spin it, it don't mean that people gonna like it. They're not gonna like it. I mean, I know people that will pay to have the songs played on radio stations. Just because you spin it 65 times, if it suck, it just suck. It's just simple as that. And that's just a bad way of saying it, but people just don't like it. So look, we'll have to do this again. I gotta go. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody, and I thank you all. And we'll have to do this all over again. So I put my number here in the comment, and also my email in the comment right down here. So make sure you go ahead and make sure you send it to me and everything. Send me what you got, and I definitely check it out. And for those of you, who looking to get that collection of music, DM me, comment, whatever, and I make it, get you in the game, because I know how hard it is for new guys who want to get in the game, and maybe some established guys already in the game. So until the next time, y'all take care, be good. We'll have to do this thing all over again next time, but this time I'm up out of here. Peace.